Welcome back, everybody. Happy Cinco de Mayo. We're having fun with it today and doing all sorts of different Mexican recipes and ideas for decorating if you're having a fiesta, which is a fun type of party to have, even if you're not having one today, maybe later on this month or in summer. If you have a theme, you can just kind of go with it. And a Mexican fiesta theme is really an easy one to run with because there's so many great recipes. So we made these easy, quick Mexican meatballs. And one of my go-to soups is this Mexican meatball soup. I happen to love it because it's a soup that you can throw together in like 5 minutes or less. And my kids love it because who doesn't like little meatballs in their soup? So if you get home from a really long day of work and you need to get dinner on the table in a hurry, this is a great go-to recipe. So maybe double the meatballs and make one batch for a set of appetizers and then freeze the rest, or keep the rest on hand for later in the week to make this Mexican meatball soup. So we did the Mexican meatballs first with this delicious adobo sour cream dipping sauce, and now we're going to turn those same batch of meatballs into, as I said, Mexican meatball soup. So it starts with some beef stock. You can just use canned, or I happen to love the box beef stock. Now, here's a little secret. If you don't have time to make your own homemade meatballs, no big deal at all. You can just actually pick up a bag of frozen meatballs and quickly thaw them out, or even throw them halfway frozen into this broth, and that'll cook them in no time. And that's actually normally what I do to make this Mexican meatball soup, is I'll just do the pre-made frozen meatballs. Okay, so now to our stock, we're going to use 1 can of diced green chilies. These aren't going to be hot. They're just going to have a nice flavor. 1 can of black beans that we have drained and rinsed. There's a liquid in the beans that you just really don't want to get into a lot of your recipes, so I take the time to drain and rinse the beans. This is a very healthy soup because, you know, just have the meatballs in there, and you could actually do the same meatball recipe with turkey meatballs. And then we've got a lot of beans in here. We're adding some corn. Fresh, frozen, or canned corn works great. Some salsa, whatever you've got on hand, medium, mild, or hot. I like to keep it mild, and then what I do is serve extra hot things on the side, like hot sauce, jalapeno peppers, things like that, so you can, you know, dress it up and keep it as hot as you like it. So I'm just going to let this come to a simmer, and then we're going to add our meatballs, our Mexican meatballs. So we're just going to dump those in there. We don't need to use all of them, but we can use some of them. And we're just going to let this simmer a little bit. Now, I like to serve this like I would with your taco fixing. So once this comes to a simmer, and it just simmers for a few minutes, it's a very, very quick soup. I like to serve it with shredded cheese, maybe a little sour cream, a little fresh cilantro on top. So it just doesn't get much quicker or easier than this. And it's fantastic. I mean, really, really delicious. Packs a punch. And, you know, the thought of meatballs in your soup just makes me happy. So we're going to let this simmer just a little bit, and then I'll show you how I serve it up. And we are just getting this whole Mexican fiesta started, so don't go anywhere because we've got lots more recipes still to come. A basic Mexican chicken recipe with a lot of flavor that you can turn into lots of your favorite Mexican dishes, chicken tacos and lots of other things. And later, a Mexican dessert. We've got an easy way to make homemade flan, plus some quick and easy ways to decorate for your fiesta. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.